Now, I've been looking forward to this. This Christmas, a biker group from Cov are doing Christmas toy run again this year. Now, you may be thinking, biker group? I mean, aren't they meant to be like, a bunch of ruffians? Well, it's not what I think, but I do know some people think that, don't they? Not these guys. Coventry Rider Action Group get involved in loads of charitable events. So tonight, for Behind the Scenes, we wanted to find out more. And joining me is the chairman of the group, Baz. Hello, Baz.
Hello, how you doing?
I'm all right, mate. Nice to talk to you. Now, listen, I don't feel like that about biker groups. I mean, I've got a lot of mates in a biker group called I've got a couple anyway, in a biker group called the Widow's Sons, and they do a lot of charity as well. So do you think there is, before we start, do you think there is a bit of a misconception with biker groups?
Yeah, probably was years ago. I think more and more because a lot more people from all walks of life now ride motorcycles, aren't they? I think the stigma behind the leather jacket is, probably still a little bit there, but we're just people, really.
Of course you are, and enjoying being with your mates on the bike, in the open road. Totally get it. So, how did you get into being a biker in the first place, mate?
I think I got a bike to go to and from work. I think when I was a lot younger, but I still like the scene. There used to be. Do you remember the Lady Godiva pub in Coventry?
Well, no, I don't, but I certainly know of it. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that was quite a popular hangout in the day. So, yeah, well, it's all surrounded by the music as well. So, yeah.
No, it sounds great. And as I say, mate, got a lot of mates who enjoy it too. So how did the Coventry Rider Action Group start then? Tell me about that, because I don't mind telling you, Baz, and, I'm always going to be open about these things. I didn't really know an awful lot about you until I knew you were coming on the show today.
Oh, right, okay. Well, we used to be part of a bigger organisation called the Motorcycle Action Group, which is like a national one. We was the Coventry branch. I was the Coventry representative, along with a really good friend of mine, Ian Phillips. He was another representative for the group. But there was a lot of internal politics. So we decided to break away and make our own group up, which is Coventry Riders Action Group. Just concentrate on sort of the local area. So we're trying to, it's for riders' rights and to promote motorcycles in general, really. It's like we did a big campaign a few years ago to get motorcycles in the bus lanes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and so we were successful in the end, and then as soon as we were successful, I think it was only a couple of years later, they sort of took a lot of the bus lanes out. But we also did the bike park in the Bull Yard.
Yeah.
There was one there for years, but they was going to take it out because they're going to pedestrianise the whole area. But we managed to talk them into actually building a new one for us. That's outside the Spire Bar now.
Yeah. No, very well. Yeah,
it worked, but they put a playground there now, and they've moved it down to Warwick Row. But we've still got a free bike park, so it's not too bad. All
right, so that's good to know, because I didn't know that. So a bit of campaigning going on, keeping an eye on things, but charitable work as well. So tell me about some of the other charity stuff you do before we go behind the scenes and see what makes you guys tick. But tell me about the charity stuff you do.
Well, our main charity event is called Sent to Coventry. So it's Sent, the number 2 Coventry, and that's a weekend party. We have it at Kersley Rugby Club now. Last year we had 12 bands playing, a bit of acoustic stuff during the day. We do a bit of silly games with the bikes. We have a bike show, and all the proceeds go to the charities. And I think this year, we raised just over £2,600. So we managed to have 3 charities.
Oh, that's great.
So, yeah. Then we've got the Easter egg run, where we, similar to the toy run, where we collect up Easter eggs and money, and that all goes to charity itself. We do a pet food run as well, where we collect money in to buy pet food for various places. Our most popular one is the Nuneaton and Warwickshire Wildlife Sanctuary. So
really well. We've got old Jeff.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Jeff. Yeah. This one for Christmas, we have done the Salvation Army quite a lot, and we do quite like that charity for Christmas. So So we're doing the Salvation Army, and we're doing Coventry Haven, which is a women's charity.
Oh, yeah. Know that very well as well.
Yeah,
Well, I'll tell you what, mate. I'll tell you what, it's been amazing to learn what you do. So let's talk about that. So campaigning, to a certain degree, supporting lots of charities. But do you lot just get together and just have a ride as well? And there's no reason for it. Just meet up and have a nice ride out somewhere.
Yes, we do, quite regularly, really. Well, we have a group meeting, which we talk about all the campaigns we're going for, or events. We meet twice a month for that. But in between that, we do like to do bike nights and ride-outs. There's a few popular haunts, like the Longitch Dino, they do a bike night on a Thursday. But there's a lot of biker-friendly cafes and pubs as well we take a ride-out to. So, yeah, and also we do our social evenings as well. We do a movie night. Do you know Ego? I think it's behind the
Yeah, no, very well, yeah.
Yeah, we do a movie night there, so it's always a bike-related film. But we pay for tickets, and it all goes to the Ego charity, so...
Oh, I tell you what, Baz, crikey, you're a massive outfit. Well, look, stay there, because we're going to... No, you are. I'm suitably impressed. So, look, stay there. We're going to continue our chat in a bit. So we've got to know what you do. We've got to know why you do it. But how many guys have you got? Is there any women involved in it? I mean, let's ask that question. And we'll find out a little bit more about you and how, if anybody can get involved as well. So stay there, mate. We should continue the chat in just a moment. Sounds great. And have your leather jacket... Well, presumably you all wear leather jackets. Have you got your logo or whatever term it is on the back of your jackets?
Not on the back. We've got a small patch we have on the front, which was Coventry Riders Action Group on there with our logo. Yeah, it's not all leather jackets. I mean, we've got the age range. We've got some of the members are over 70. I think the youngest of our members have just turned 20.
Brilliant.
So it's quite a wide range. It doesn't really matter what machine you actually ride. You are welcome to come along. I mean, we meet twice a month. If people want to come along, they can come and have a look at us, and they like us, and we like them. They can come and join. And the annual subscription's only £10 a year.
Wow.
And it just goes in the kitty basically, and it covers our public liability insurance for our events.
And if anybody joins, I mean, is there like an initiation? Is there anything like that?
No. It's not that formal. It's quite casual, really. It's we just want people to come along and enjoy it and get to take part. And be part of the group and try and put what they can in. So yeah.
And is it anybody can join? Obviously, you got to make sure it's what's the word I'm looking for? It's got to work for both parties, hasn't it? But can anybody join?
Yeah, it doesn't matter what sexual orientation, what colour you are. You've got to be. I think you've got to be 17 or over. So yeah, to join. But I think that's only restrictions. The ladies are more than welcome. We've got quite a few ladies in the group. They're quite accomplished riders as well.
Well, I'll tell you what, Baz, sounds like you are doing things just right there, mate. I have to be honest. So, how many people have you got then? How many members have you got in Coventry Rider Action Group?
Well, it has varied over the years. We've just done a renewal now, and we've just got roughly about 50. So it's only
brilliant.
A relatively small group, really.
So 50 is a small group, wow.
Yeah, there's one more thing as well. We sponsor a sidecar team, the Davenport Brothers. Now they got two outfits they race, and they race up and down the country. And we sponsor those guys, and they wear our logo on their outfits as well.
Oh,
and
that's
also
brilliant.
Members, yeah.
Oh, that's great. So if anybody wanted to join, and you've done such a good job in explaining what you do and why and why you do it, and the fact that it's a very inclusive organisation. If anybody wants to find out more, what should they do, Baz?
Well, we've got a website, so if they go to Coventry Riders Action Group website, they can see where we meet and when. And also we've got a Facebook page. If they want to take a look at us in depth, there's quite a few photographs of our previous events and what we get up to. And it's updated quite regular.
And what's it like, Baz, being on that road when you've got, I don't know, 15 people in front of you, 15 people behind you? What's that like?
It's a great feeling. It's a great feeling. It's great riding motorcycles in general. It's good therapy, if you like.
Well, yeah, it is, isn't it? And we can all do with that in our lives. Baz, I've really enjoyed talking to you, mate. And you're the chairman, and I should imagine a lot of that falls on your shoulders, doesn't it?
Well, yeah, I'm kept quite busy, yeah.
Well, listen, keep doing what you do, mate. I've loved talking to you, and long may that continue. And if I don't talk to you again, because I'm starting to say this, Baz, so I'm not apologising for it, but if I don't speak to you again this side of Crimbo, have a great Christmas, you and everybody, and a really great New Year.
And you, Brody, thank you for your time.
No, I've enjoyed it, mate. Enjoyed talking to you. There you go. What a great bloke. And it's all about having fun, isn't it? And equally, raising a few bob for charity as well and doing some great things. And they seem to be doing all of that.